Right, hello. Right, okay, let's sort that out. There we are. How are we all doing? Welcome back. Hope everyone is doing good. Had a nice break, a nice Monday. We rocked up. Me and channel members did a stream last night, as we do on our Mondays, when I get round to doing them, that is. And we built a white metal cast winch. Which will be added later on into the sawmill when I eventually get round to building it again. Eventually, but yeah. So yeah, welcome back to yet another start of a good week of modelling on this thing. So if you're new here, welcome to the live streams. My name's Tim. This is my YouTube channel. Blah blah blah. Hit the subscribe button. We're here for fun, yeah, pretty much we're here for fun. I do loads of modelling regarding trains, trees, bridges, and what have you. So let's see who's in tonight, shall we? People are popping backwards and forwards because I know Jason does his Tuesdays, so people are in and out of both of them. I've not long left Jason's stream, obviously, to do my own. So it makes it... I tried it once and it didn't actually work too well, trying to watch someone's stream while doing my own stream. It gets very distracting and complicated. But anyway, we're going to see who's in the house at the present moment. We've got a fair few in, which is really nice because I know Tuesdays are a slow one, but this is cool. 18, 20 people. Andrew, Colin, Anthony Dodge, how you doing, buddy? Tim JD is the man. David Cookmate. Colin Wakes. I thought I saw another name that I almost skipped. It's like, how dare I? Let's have a look. Scrolling down. Cameron's in early. How is it, Cameron, that for your first day back at school you managed to turn up early, but the last, I don't know, couple of weeks when you turned up late? I mean, hopefully you had a good day back at school, buddy. Oh, sip of the drink. Scrolling. Doo. Paul, how you doing, buddy? Keep on scrolling. John A. Dawson, I'm glad you're here, mate. You'll get to see something in a minute. I'll give you a bit of a heads up, though, because I know you're working in the background. Pork Chop Express, how you doing? Scrolling, still scrolling. Norman Rowe is in the house. Oh, down we go. There's Brian. Good man. Stephen. Winston, how are you doing? Is Joe popped in? There's the other Brian as well, Brian Walter. And here we go. Doo. Moreland Model Railway Andy, how you doing, buddy? Scrolling. Keep scrolling to the bottom. We had a bit of a jump. Doo. Right. I think it's almost everyone. Just getting there. I do apologise if I missed anyone. Mulmere, welcome back, buddy. Skerritt Machines, Dave. Evening. That's not Dave Williams, is it? I apologise if it's a different Dave, and welcome if it is a different Dave, but it sounds like a Dave Williams name change again, which we'll get on to in a minute. Not Dave Williams name change, but a name change from me. Donegal Dad Mark, how you doing, buddy? Melvin's in the house. Gordon's in the background as usual, giving us a quick wave. It is Dave Williams. See how awesome am I? I can just kind of like guess it's a... How you doing, Dave? Hopefully you're keeping well. I need to have a chat with you at some point, because there's a couple of railways I want to visit around North and South Wales area, but I can't say their names for the love of them. So I'm going to get you to tell me the names, so I don't look complete idiot on a video when I say, "Hey, I went to this place." But yeah, right, guys, just a couple of things tonight before we move on to making some rocks. First one is I forgot what I was going to say. Yes, this. Let's chuck this image up, shall we? We've concluded that we are changing the name completely to me, because yes, I've had a few name changes over the little while. We went from Family Model Railway to Island Scenics, because obviously we moved away from the family to me, and now it's just going to be me. So we had a good old chat in the members live stream last night, and we finally come up with a couple of names. And I've gone for one in the end. There's Timber Surf in here. I can't. Might have missed his name, but I know he's floating around in the background in a few streams. So if you're here, hello. If you're not, I'm saying hello early for when you do pop in. Simon D, hello. How you doing? Hey, yep. Oi, oi, he is there. Oi, oi, there he is. Melvin, Simon D. But yeah, so we came up with a couple of names, and I created a new logo today, and it's quite funky. It's quite youth, quite jazzy. I like it. So the channel is going to get a name switch over soon to Tim's Trains, Modelling and Adventures. So it literally puts all of me in one. You know, it's my train and me modelling, and my adventures into modelling and trips that are train related. Don't panic. I'm not going to suddenly start putting videos on my astrophotography or my trips to Saudi Arabia or something like that. If it's a trip that's related to trains, which is what I'm planning on doing, that's what's going to get documented and put onto the channel. So that in mind, it ends up being a TTMA will be the little logo. TTMA, Tim's Trains, Models and start again. I've got to get used. Tim's Trains, Modelling and Adventures, and it is just me. So you know, after this, there's pretty much going to be no other name change. It's been a bit of a rocky one, because obviously we started off as Family Model Railway. And obviously over the year, the family came away from the YouTube side of it. The family still do Model Railway, so don't get me wrong, but we've taken them away from the YouTube because it wasn't brilliant. There's quite a few issues that turned up. Anyway, scrap all that. So then it was trying to find, how do I make this about me and my modelling now, without losing the interest, because I know I've lost a few people's interest because I moved away from N scale, and that's completely fine. I completely understand. Why bother watching Tim if he's not doing the N scale, what I'm related to? That's cool. So I'm now related in my channel towards modelling, which is what I love doing, no matter what the scale is. So hopefully we're all on board on that, and this is the awesome new little logo. Hello Joe, how are we doing? There she is. TTMA, Tim's Trains, Modelling and Adventures. Now the groovy little background to the bit of graffiti sort of name is a nebula. Don't ask me which nebula. I just saw the nebula fit and I thought those colours kind of rock. I like them colours. So yeah. And that was all made by myself. I enjoyed doing it, and obviously me banner. Just here to watch Tim. Yeah, we did have that chat last night in the old in the members group, that we could have gone down that modelling with Jack, but people would not necessarily understand the joke behind it. They're new to the channel, so I couldn't really go with that. But yeah, if you want good channel, I tried graphics/audio, use website Fiverr. Ah, I see. So yeah, maybe going a bit hip, going a bit young, I don't know. It just looked funky, it looked cool. I'm up for it anyway. But yeah. So on the second note, I was looking at, I'm not entirely sure what website to go for, but things like, I don't know, if t-shirts and mugs and things like that is something people want. I know some people mentioned it ages ago and some people have mentioned it a couple of other times. I'm not a big fan of it because there's too much stuff going on in the background, but if it's a... where did Island Scenics come from? Now, Island Scenics... right, sorry guys, backtracking a little bit here. Bit of a chat tonight, but we're only slapping on rocks. Now, Island Scenics came from the fact I'm from the Isle of Wight, on my very own little island. No, not on my own, but you know, and I love doing scenic work. And that was bashed between myself and Ollie from Wardle Road. We sort of like threw some ideas together to try and come up with a new name coming away from Family Model Railway, and Island Scenics had a ring to it. Yes, it was nice, catchy and things like that, but this one relates to me more. Being me, obviously Tim, trains is what 90% of the stuff I have in my models, and in the modelling. And adventures is just the whole bit that if I go and chuck on a train trip or a heritage line, no one's going to sit there and go, well, hold on a minute, I thought this was a modelling only channel. So, ping. Right, let's clear that. But anyway, so from that, if anyone's got some decent sites that are worth, now I've had a look at, I think it's Teespring or things like that, and I think those t-shirts are very expensive for a t-shirt. You know, considering the person that designed doesn't actually get a lot of the money at all. I think they're trying to flog you a t-shirt for £18. That's Anthony, change it to Everard Junction. That would be funny. Yeah, but the thing is, though, we even had a chat about it, and even Tim's Trains, which would have been bang straight, boom, there it is. It just, you know, it's been taken, so there's no point going Tim's Trains. Timberserve's, I don't think Timberserve's whole name will ever change, because on Timberserve, like he said, they'll never change. It's his YouTube channel, it's his forum name, it's his Facebook name, it's his Discord name. I don't even know if he's on Instagram, but any internet web server information and not his job is Timberserve. So that would never change. But yeah, thanks Simon D. Yeah, channel name and all that. Like, hello hardcore. Yeah, rather buy a mug, but at the same time, the mugs are going out at £10. Now, if I personally was able to get them, I could get them for £3 and flog them for £6, but I can't personally get them anymore. And then there's the postage and all that fiddlesticks. And then I was looking at Teesprings and things like that, and there's some products will only ship from America. So if my British or European friends want to buy something, they've got to pay an extortionate of shipping cost or something. I don't know. It might be something I'll look more in depth into and maybe do a t-shirt or a mug or some stickers or something that's on the lower end price. But yeah, and welcome hardcore. Anyway, so again, if you're new here, do hit that subscribe button, because we do talk rubbish on the live stream sometimes, but we make some cool stuff as well. Also guys, shameless promotion, if you want to become a channel member, you know how to by now. The little join button, hit it, find out what the perks are for each level, pick a level from 99p up to, I think it's $12.99. We have members of all levels in there, and we have a really good, over 20 members. I think we're 21 or 22 members now, and we have a good members live stream every Monday to every other Monday, and all the proceeds, is it proceeds, or the money that comes in from the channel members goes directly into buying kits, white metal stuff, and all sorts of cool stuff. But anyway, let's have a look what turned up in the post today and yesterday, shall we? Let's go off to the other camera, less talking from me and more fun. Boom. There we go. Right, okay, so here's me log bridge. See if we can get that camera. And the bridge, if you haven't seen any recent pictures, there she is. She's all in place now. I can't get a really decent... There we are. The weathering's in. The detail is there. Right, and the bridge is all there, and it's all the way around. So yeah. But what came through the post? So first off, thank you to Brian from Angel Share. He sent me a little gift from my local model shop as well. So that was even awesomer. You know, the fact that he used my local model shop to order something, because everyone's struggling at the moment. If you can use your model shop, do so. I know, I understand bigger stores and this that may get cheaper, but he got me some awesome Woodland Scenics jug band, which will make a really nice little scene somewhere on this layout and on the big layout as well. So they'll probably get moved around layouts, or I might buy a second set if we can make an awesome scene of them. So they're in the packet ready to be used. I'm going to pop them up on the back over there. So thank you so much for them, Brian. They are awesome. Get a deal done with our MRYCG mate Jumble. I've tried contacting Jeff a couple of times and I've had nothing back. So there's a place local to me called Seatam, but again I have to buy in bulk to then have it stashed under here, waiting ready to go, because I use Seatam for my canvases, mugs that I sell of in my little shack. Oh yeah, and also I kept getting, not bugged, Ed kept saying several times I really should put up a shop for my photos. I'm looking into it, and we'll soon have my shop back up and running for my photos. And if Kev's in the background, I should receive his photo tomorrow to check it, to send it out to him. The lab has had some mega issues and not been able to work out as quick as possible. But yeah, I haven't forgotten him, it's still there. Right, mine here, top bit anyway, top price. Right, get a good deal thingy. 80 with a local toy shop. Excellent. Right, so the first thing that arrived today, and these were brought by myself, was go bring them round. Here they come. Just in the background there, we have got some awesome coming along on the 020 Porter. Check these bad boys out. Have I seen your I haven't seen your chickens yet. Right, check out these bad boys, right? A set of 3. I think they were $69.99 or 70. Anyway, they're worth it. I've been looking at these for a while, and I not long sold my Class 08 O-gauge train. So in the money of selling that, I ended up buying these bad boys. Yeah, now that's the other thing, Norman. I was looking really into the Teespring set. I just think it's a bit expensive, but at the end of the day, if people are going to buy it, they're going to buy it. So, as long as I keep it on the average price like everyone else. And I haven't done anything up till now because I've kind of like still been trying to wait around and set myself with a real, not a real name, but a name that represents me mainly. And oh, Gordon, welcome aboard, buddy. Thank you so much. Gordon has just joined and become member 22 or 23. I can't remember, so I do apologise. But yeah, excellent. Norman's become a channel. Norman? No, Norman is a channel member. What a plonker. Gordon, thank you kindly, good sir. You can now re-watch if you want to. You don't have to. Some of the there's a little category that says members content, and you'll be able to get access to watch the last members' live streams and things like that if you want to go back and watch them. If not, rock up on the next ones. Also, I have a Facebook group that is members only. You can't post things in the group. It's mainly a way for me to add the links to the members' channels, videos and things like that, so you get access to them. But I'll send you the link to the Facebook group, which I can't, but I'll drop it in later. But anyway, back to the wagons. Sorry guys, sidetracked again tonight. These wagons are absolutely awesome. They're mining tipper. Ugh. And if you look, these things, you can pull the chain. There's a little chain here. You pull the chain and they tip down. Where's Pete? Anyone seen Pete today? I do apologise if Pete has said hello, because I don't mean to miss Pete at all. Oh, there he is. Bit of a lean to it. Has a bit of a lean to it. What does? Oh, he's only just come in, Pete has. Right, hello, cool. Yeah, I showed the guys, obviously they turned up yesterday, I showed the guys and you couldn't really get much of a view, but these are epic, okay? In one sense, I want to weather them, but in another sense, I'm going to wait quite a while until I get around to weathering something like this, because they look epic, and I will just balls them up. But yeah, let's see if we can get a better. There they are. They're really, really cool. They tip both ways. So, oh, yeah, they'll tip out that way. Yep, I've seen you, Pete. Sorry, buddy. And they'll go this way. Right, like that. Just one more thing about the channel members. We haven't been getting a lot of the channel members into the channel thing. Is everyone still finding it difficult to find the links? I know Pete's still finding it difficult, but he gets there eventually. It took him half hour last time. But Anthony, I don't know if the time is the fact that you're still doing something on a Monday at that time or something like that. Which is cool, because like I say, no one has to turn up to the live streams if they don't want to. But if people are having difficulty finding the live streams or getting into them, please let me know. And that's the members only live streams, guys, not the standard ones. Because YouTube don't like, some reason not. The link helps out, yes, but you've also got to remember, especially in your part of the world, well, hold a minute, Tim's on at 8:30, which is 2:30 or 4:30 or 3:30 for me. I've got to remember that to then click on the link to join it. Right, anyway, we're going to send the train off because... No, we're not. We're going to run it into a log because I did stupidly not cleared the track. Right, let's try that again, shall we? We'll leave the wagons behind. Right, fail. Next. Alright, that was an epic fail on my behalf, but the last thing that turned up today, and this was sent to me by lovely channel member, here it comes, this thing. Alright, we ready for this? Check this little beastie out! Ah, come back, come back! Right, pull the... There we are. We have got ourselves a repair truck, logging truck, a galloping goose, whatever you want to call them. I've been eyeing these bad boys up for a while. That's not focused in too good. There we are. And it is wicked. I do have a bit of a groan about them. I mean, you've got 2 pickups. So I've got to somehow try and get in there to find out where the thing is and see what sort of stair live I can put in this. That's the only thing. I have more issues with this on the Stay Alive than I do with the little 042 Porter. But anyway, it is epic. It's amazing. It's DCC on board, so I don't have to mess around. And yeah, so thank you so much for that as well. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? Lurking in the back while building houses. I do hope you're building houses for your railway and not actually building a house for the railway. So yeah, there's an epic thing. So tonight was a bit of a look what's in the box. Oh, let's go that way, shall we? Let's come around a bit more style, not so quick. Sorry. Right. Anyway, let's turn the power off to that. But yeah, that is mental. I absolutely love that. And what I want to do is move anything that I don't want plaster Paris on. Power off. Power off. Move the train away. Pop the cars around the back there. Epic. Out the way. And the Galloping Goose or truck, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, and what's it? My dad's gone and got me some. He had to phone me up yesterday, and say, "Oh, I can't hide these from you anymore. I've got these." And he showed me a oil tanker or some sort of tanker and a box car. It was delivered JD. Yes, I will be changing the logo to a number 7. Anyway, tonight, guys, just rocks. I make these quite a lot. Where's the water? I just use plaster Paris and I sculpture, slap it on and sculpture it until I'm happy with the formation of the rock that I want to make. So, yeah, it's a rail truck. The Galloping Goose is more of a rail bus, isn't it? Or would that more of a, I don't know. Is the Galloping Goose something separate, different? Because it has the same sort of, I don't know. I should never try and think of things like that. So I just get myself a bit of plaster of Paris, standard stuff from Hobby Zone or Hobbycraft or whatever they're called, and mix up to a consistency of not too runny, because we want to turn them into rocks. A little bit more water than that. That might be a bit too much water. Whoops. Mix it up, oh mix it up. And like I said, I was asked the other week, I do sometimes use the moulds, but I find I don't always get what I'm looking for in the mould. This stuff sets quite quick, to a degree anyway. You got it thicken like so, like mashed potato. Well, anyone that can make good mashed potato, that is. And we just slap it on around the area you want to work. I always find it's best to get it on first and then start sculpturing it, because once it's in place it gets again, you can use that sculpture mould stuff, or you can use what's the other stuff? Paper mache. It's entirely up to you, but I like using this stuff quite a lot. Hello, Kieran. How you doing, buddy? I like using this stuff quite a lot, as you've already gathered. Right, so that's the amount that's on. The sun's still down the bottom there. And then with my favourite tools, first favourite tool I like to use is, hello Stephen, hello to everyone just checking in, no problem mate. The first bit is your glue stick. These are easy to get hold of and they're brilliant to use. Hello Ink Trails, thanks for popping back buddy. Alright, so what we do here is just start creating sort of rock shapes. Obviously what happens is, let's see if I can get this into a better kind of position that's not sitting on the track. Well actually I could sit it on the track. I'll turn the power off, 2 seconds guys. I have turned the power off. I'll move the camera before we turn the power back on. And we'll work it that sort of angle maybe. Stephen's in for his lunch break. You can see, so I eat away at bits, smoothing bits. I say there's no art to it, but because, you know, at the end of the day, rock formations, Mother Nature made. We didn't. So, like a few people probably say, well, you know, at the end of the day, the rock moulds would be easier, Tim, because you already got the rock mould. Also, yeah, but then you have to keep casting so many of them. Well, not casting, but moulding and taking them out. This way I can get a sort of shape I want into the area I want. And work from it like so. No, it's not necessarily going to be perfect, but then if it was perfect, it would just look wrong. Yes, obviously we're on that part of the layout now. I can show how I do my majority of my rocks. This can be time consuming, but we get there. But then what isn't time consuming in this hobby? Hi. Right, is the light okay? Let's see if I can swing it round a bit. Now this bit here, I'm kind of like going to just cut some grooves in. Nothing too special. And these bits that are falling off keep them. Okay, so also the other tool that I find very really cool is the toothpick, the dental stick. Yay, my dislike has been in. Thanks for dropping in. We know who you are. We don't care. Oh, I haven't got there yet. The ash pit will probably build at some point with buckets. Most likely, Stephen. Most likely using buckets or something. I'm thinking that my ash pit's going to be more of a decorative than a easy functioning. No, this is the house layout. This is my continuous run layout because the shed layout is only is an end-to-end. Right, Rachel's finished building 16 hours engage. Nice. Did you get the speaker working? Or is that still on the jobs list? Now, when this starts to harden, like it is, that's when obviously a knife comes out. It's a lot easier to cut then. Than the plastic tool. Still on the to-do list. Now, what I enjoy about the rocks is that we come back to it when we chuck in the trying to think of the word now. When we chuck in the highlights and the shadows, we always come back to it, and that's when it usually works its magic and does what I want it to do. There's no real art to this, just go at it in angles that you think weather would take on the rocks. That's what I reckon anyway. Some people say there's an art to it. I just think the art is concentrating on it and just hacking at it in angles, because that's what rock is. It's what weather has done to rock. It's just attacked it at different angles and it's decayed over time. Alright, let's get the old Gordon's chucking me, reminding me to have a drink of whiskey. Yep, got it. Oh, good. Right, let's get in there with a brush and scrape some of this away. Got to put another bit on there. That's come off and disappeared. I want some of the debris, but not too much. Right. So as you can see there, has created some rocks. Yes, again, you know, it might be quicker to create these ones. If you've got the time to do it. Also, the thing is, again, that's way too big to go on to where I want it to go. Doing it this way, I'm creating the rock face and the rocks in the space I need it to. Now the flipping light's gone and done its thing in it. Let's see how it goes that way. Come on, catch focus somewhere. There we go. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time to get it going. Hello, Joe. Oh, we've said hello to Joe already. Yes, and it does build up a fair amount of the talus and the rockfall, which is what I enjoy. Now, I think it was back on the Engage Gorge that some long timers will remember the Engage Gorge. Now, I learned a lot from that because I accidentally came across the fallen talus, like this stuff, as we call it. I never thought about using it before, but letting it build up at the bottom here for some extra natural falling rock. I also learnt never pour woodland scenic stuff in the freezing cold. Right, and again you just make this down here, just going at it. I mean, there's some really nice rock formations out there that people do. Me, one day I'll be just as good as them, but until that day I'll keep going as I am and enjoy it. What we'll do is just see if we can highlight this up a minute. So this will take me, I've shown you the process, I will end up doing the process tomorrow to create more rocks. I probably will stick in a couple of the woodland scenic ones as well, because there's a couple of angles that I would like to have I can't get to, sorry. It'd be easier to stick a rock in there. I also sometimes use some white stone from my garden to create. I'll just show you that bit of a diorama in a second. Let me just finish hacking at this bit. Doop, doop. And what we'll do is, just so that comes out a bit, I'll get my magic spray, a bit of magic and a bit of luck, and go. And it brings it to life as simple as that. Obviously that's not the colour it's staying. We all know how Tim just slaps lots of paint on who he creates, but I've done that to try and bring out the rock face so you guys can see. And the other type of stone, I haven't got any in the house, obviously it's in the garden, but if I bring this one down, you can see on this one. These, not that, but 1, 2, 3. These 3 are stones. So I kind of place those around as well, just to give that extra bit of depth, characteristic or something. But obviously you don't want to put too much on these. Although these are fairly light, you start putting too much straw on the donkey's back, it will break. You know their theory. So yeah, this is the kind of like land we're going for around here anyway. So I will be using this kind of colours, the dirt, the overgrow and bits like that. So this is like a mock-up to how I was wanting my particular areas on my main layout, and it's turned out quite well. It also was that one of my tree videos that I've done in. So yeah, we'll get those going along there, like so. Now let's just drop the sharp pointy thing in my leg. Cheers, David. I mean, I think if you just work at it. Now the thing is, I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm going to go for, like, a lot of the time I've gone for a deserty kind of sand stone kind of colour. And I'm thinking of going for a greyer version, a darker, more of a grey. I don't know. I'm still not sure, because if I go for a sand colour, the bridge will stick out too much. I don't know. For colour casting, contrasting, should I say? I'm thinking more of the light grey. Tim, have you ever tried mulch bark for rock faces? I have tried bark, and I don't get on with it. There's some things that I don't get on with. Now, I think probably what would be easier in the future is finding that. I wonder if tinfoil would work the same. No, I think tinfoil would be too dramatic. Yeah, using bark. My dad said something about using bark, and I don't know. Found too many wood lice. But now these are starting to. Here we go. Let's zoom in. Can we zoom in onto here? There you go. Now that looks kind of natural. It's a bit smooth in some places, so we can roughen it up a bit by just getting the saw. Now, which one is quite smooth? It's that one there. Just getting the saw and adding a couple of grooves to it, and now it don't look so smooth. And it's things like that that sometimes annoy me with the mould ones, is that it pops out and you have this really flat, smooth surface. Let me see if I can find one. No, quite a lot of the Woodland Scenic ones are alright, but I noticed in one of the notch moulds that I had once, they seem really rounded and really smooth, and it really put me off. But yeah, that is basically my rocks. We just gotta do that round the whole area. And now it won't zoom in or focus in. Silly thing. the bridges are coming down okay. They're looking good. I've got a cave. We've got a cave to put in at some point down that end where a waterfall will be coming out. Yeah, I don't like smooth, shiny rocks. I got my gluey stuff for the waterfall. That's all ready to go. Just a tiny waterfall, nothing big, but that's just going to come out there and down into here. Hello, St Mary's Church, Stuart. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, the blasted thing. Don't spin round. Right, take care, Mo. Here. And then what we do is, as like the talus and that falls towards the bottom, that'll all get carved in. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone else that's rocked up. Hello, Digger Evans! Let's get some of these bigger bits out because they don't look right. Oh, darn camera. But yeah, they're coming together. And I'm not too worried about this corner because this corner's going to have a bit of a hut and some steps going up here. Hello, Gareth. How you doing, buddy? Been a little while, mate. Hope you've been keeping busy. Pouring myself another drink. All together, even the rocks are rocking up. I love it, Timbers. Timbers. I love it, Tim JD. Sorry. That out and pop it down there. Oh. Let's slap some more on. Let's work it another bit now. Doing bit by bit, little by little. Let's work on making that a little bit thicker. Just talk amongst yourselves. Well, you do anyway. No, no, this isn't the island layout with a sawmill. This is a Tim's got no work till June layout. This is just a run around for an extra side project. I'm doing good, thank you, Gareth. I'm doing good. I had my injection the other day. Didn't go down too badly. So did the wife. Hers went better. Took old Rosie, I better not say that. Took me loving wife to the dentist today. She had a fill-in, or whatever they call it. Right, so we're going to work on that bit at the back there. Right, ready? Let's slap it on. But yeah, she's doing good. I took good care of her today. I think. She might disagree, but I'm sure I did. Slap it on like some icing. Hello, Jason, mate. How you doing, buddy? Honestly, mate, don't use too much of your phone data. Pop in, say hello, see what's going on, and all that. But we look forward to you coming back when you do. Right, so that's that bit in there. Hello, Ian from King's Fox Junction as well. So Jason's been away for a little bit. Just to catch up, Jason, I've got another small layout going on in the house here, and it's an O gauge. But O scale, narrow gauge. So we just put in the log bridge. The rest of it's all laid, but yeah, I'll get that lot going. But we're working on the cliffs today because we done the bridge the other day. Yesterday? No, Saturday and Sunday we done the bridge. Alright, okay, so. Right, that's only you three that have turned up, so that's cool. Oh, fiddlesticks. If that happens, just spray a bit of water on, make it a little bit. Now I've just made that worse. Not a problem. I can fix that. Just not right now. I never really generally have a thought of how the rock is meant to look. I just go for it. Just go for it. And usually how deep is it from the bottom of the ties? I'd say about 4 foot in O scale. Let's have a quick look. Could be even 5 foot. Oh blimey, it's even as deep as 6 foot. It's 6 foot deep. That is for Stephen. I think I made this one a bit too thick. It's drying up a bit too quickly for my liking. Never mind, we'll get the knife out. There it is. Work it a bit quicker, Tim, and then sort out afterwards. Ah, you've got a scratch build project for it. Now I went for deep enough for a bloke to go underneath if needed or something like that. I don't know. That one's not working too well for me, so what I've gone and done is made it too thick. I should have made it a little bit thinner, runnier. I wouldn't have had this problem. Never mind. If I was perfect, I wouldn't be an amateur. That would work. Which 68 did you get? Did you get the Hatton 68, Ian, or the Hornby one? Drink. Spray. Even messing it up a bit, it still came out okay. I'll work on it with some other added bits. When I get to it. But we won't be painting these rocks until possibly what day are we on? We're on Tuesday today. So we probably won't paint till Thursday, because I think tomorrow we will build up, or I'll get more rocks in, but we'll build up the ash pit area, because obviously then we can just paint and greenery the whole lot and then we can move on. So get rid of some of the bigger rocks. Oh, how silly am I? Just dump the camera in a place that doesn't look all too appetising. Oh, where is it? I had the sharp pointy thing at one point. in my leg, wasn't it? So I moved it over there. Price is getting too high for new trains. It depends what you're looking for, I think. And to be fair, any hobby gets very expensive. Even fishing. I'm confused what we're talking about. We're talking about birds. Right. Now I've got to remember that eventually this is going to end up being a riverbed. So that's going to be more making as well. Making? Yeah, I know what I meant. Adding all that in. Right, that's come together really well. That bit down there has. More work over there. This bit's okay. But I think tonight one will be happy with what he's done. I think what we should do is get that camera set back up on the bridge and show off the new wagons again. Okay, that was the plan. What did I do with that thing? That's always good of you, Tim. There it is. I do reckon it depends what you're looking for in a train, because speaking of which, my 440, now that cost me 130 quid, brand new DCC on board, O scale narrow gauge, 130 quid. I thought that was brilliant. My 042 little Porter, sound fitted DCC, 180 quid. Now, yeah, that's a bit pricey, but you got your sound, you got, it's a small little loco. Yeah, bit pricey. The Shays, I think, were a good price, but some of them do become quite hefty, and others you can get for really good prices. Let's remove everything off the line. Let's set myself back up again, and we're going to bring the choo-choo around. How am I going to repair where the plaster fell off? With hope and prayers and a bit more wet plaster. So I'll leave that where the plaster's fallen off. I'll leave this lot to dry for now, and I'll add some more on and sort it out. But it's like Timber Sir said to me on the phone the other day. The live streams are cool, but you sometimes rush yourself to try and get something done in the video, and it doesn't always produce your bestest work. And I completely agree with that. So again, the fixing up bits and things like that, I shall do off camera, ready for the next day. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get connected to the Z21 into settings. Yep, because I don't want to be on the internet. Oh, there it is. And then get this train to come round. I'll tell you what, it is such a shame that a lot of the ON30s are not in production anymore. The problem is, and it's like I've had this discussion with Max at my local shop as well, and I think anyone would say all the same that's in a business. If you can buy, let's see if I can get... Okay, let's go. What happened here? Okay, hold on a minute. In a business, you would buy yourself 8 boxes of 00 gauge track, knowing that that's going to sell without a problem, then you would buy some ON30 track, which will sit on your shelf for quite some time because it is a particular market. That's right. I just had to put my train on the track properly. Now let's bring it round. It's going to take a little while to get here, but it's going to come over the bridge with the new wagons. Oh, hold on, let's move that bit of rock out of the way. There we go. And that jug. As she squeals over. There they are. Oh, we've gone out of screen. Let's come back. So yeah, this is the new additions to... No, is that on the camera? No, it's on my screen. They're the new addition. They're awesome and they'll work brilliantly on this. Right, let's head off. Let's not run into trouble. Nope, it's doing fine now. And off she goes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. I'll patch up the area and get some more rocks and that lot done. What's the situation for spares? If something goes wrong, I don't know. to be fair. I really don't know. I've not looked into it. When things like that happen, I either goes one or two ways. I either find a way of fixing it, send it off, or like sending it off to get fixed, or it just becomes a diorama piece, a locomotive that will sit in the engine shed or something like that. Yes, Gareth. Yep, everyone else has answered before I had, but yeah. So all of my buildings are 7mm a foot. They're going to be cool when we get around to building them. But it's narrow gauge as well, so it makes it really, really quirky and really cool. Does sound much better with sound. For some people. Oh, let's not pull that wire. So yeah, I can get a metal gear kit for shade, but then that means me opening it up and doing some surgery on it. I'm never too fond on doing that sort of thing. So if I get some money put aside, I might send him off to get a metal gear kit. I don't know. I've got an extension lead coming whenever it gets here for the camera, so that we can work on the further end of the layout eventually. See if I can. Take care, Kieran, mate. I'm finishing up soon as well. What we got? Make some more cliff faces and then start putting some colour in. Steady, steady. Right. Boom, let's stop that there. Guys, don't forget, hit that like button on the way out. You guys have been amazing as always. Welcome aboard, Gordon, for new channel member tonight. You get to do those whiskey emojis and all that. If anyone else wants to consider being a channel member, just hit that join button. You can join for as little as 99p a month, and it goes a very, very long way. And yeah, tomorrow night we're going to, I'll probably start fixing the ash pit together, because I've got some logs to put in there. I've got to cut the sleepers away. We've got to add in some bracing and things like that. So that'll be an interesting one tomorrow. So then we can continue on with the painting the scene up, putting the flock on, and then that area here should be done. To a degree. Let's say that's it. It's never ever done. But yeah, guys, channel name is changing over the next coming 24 hours. So please don't be too worried. It'll end up looking like this. Boom. Okay, the picture on the channel banner is still saying the same. It's just changed the name already. The logo is going to look like this. But yeah, so and it's going to be Tim's Trains, Modelling and Adventures, which will be all in all me. So when I get to go over to Ireland to go see Mark, that'll be like documented and things like that. When I get to go to Canada, America, Wales, Scotland, all of that sort of thing will get documented. Train related version, that is. So yeah, night for now. Take care, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.